今回は大谷選手の本塁打などで勝利したドジャース側の現地実況の様子と試合後のインタビューを見ていきます。それでは行ってみましょう。日本時間5月6日、ドジャースの大谷翔平選手が敵地で行われたマーリンズ戦に1番 DH で出場しました。大谷選手は5回の第3打席で驚愕の打球速度 117.9 マイル、約 189.7 キロの第9号弾丸アーチ本塁打を放つなど、4打数1安打、1打点、1盗塁の活躍でチームの勝利に貢献しました。また、大谷選手はこの日初スタメンを果たし、大谷選手の本塁打前にメジャー初安打を放ったキム・ヘソン選手をベンチで祝福し、笑顔を見せる場面も。大谷選手の弾丸アーチに現地実況も、あの打球の強さといったらフェンスを越えなければ突き破ってたかもしれないですよ。打球速度は時速118マイルですよ、とコメントしました。さらに大谷選手の本塁打をキャッチしたドジャースのブルペンの盛り上がりに現地実況も大笑い。そして試合前の現地メディアでは、この日に試合が行われたローンデポパークと大谷選手との相性についても言及しました。ここからは試合前と試合後の現地実況の様子と大谷選手の本塁打時の5回の現地実況の様子、そして試合後のインタビューを見ていきます。
Shohei Ohtani had a game for the ages and what was a season for the ages. He went 6 for 6, Nomar, with 3 home runs, couple doubles. He stole 2 bases. He knocked in 10 runs. It was that perfect storyline because he became baseball's first 50-50 guy as well. One of the best offensive games in the history.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive. Anyone can knock in 10, but anyway, but that's the second thing. I'm just kidding.
With 3 balls.
At the same time, no, obviously, it was just such an impressive season. That was such an impressive game. And not only has he had 6 for 6, let's not forget, too, he was able to win the World Baseball Classic there as well over the miles. So good memories, great memories, but the success he's had in this stadium, you know what this tells me too as a hitter, is that one, you see the ball really well. So you are comfortable in the batter's box. Those things, and when you go into a stadium and you have that confidence, man, the other team is like, yeah, I know, but he's in all home ballpark, but you know that he's feeling pretty good there. So you know those numbers as well. So hopefully the success at that stadium continues because, man, that stadium right there, when you look at it, it's not a small stadium. He makes it look small.
And some of those home runs at the second deck, I was like, somebody on that base, especially that swing. And I worked a couple days before that, and I said, John, I'm sorry, he's going to do it against my fighting fish. And he did. He was getting his foot down. And you know it's historic when both teams are standing on the top step. Even the Marlins, when they're getting hammered in their ball game, they have to tip their cap like, man, this is greatness right in front of us. And so that's how impactful that day was. I knew he was going to be able to do that because the pitching staff was reeling. All of a sudden, you bring in a position guy to try to stop the hottest guy on the planet. No chance, but it's fun to watch that. And listen, he might have a series like that against the Marlins again if he continues not to cover off the ball because he's hitting .317 over his last 15 ball games.
Why not? Another 3-homer, 10 RBI game like Nomar said. Anyone can do it, D-Train. Let's go. I mean, this guy did it. Crazy.
Thank you, John. We're in city number 2 in this 3-city, 10-game road trip for the Dodgers. It's the Dodgers and Marlins opening up a 3-game set at Lone Depot Park. Let's say hello from it. Alongside Eric Karros in the booth, I am Stephen Nelson. Kirsten Watson is back with us. She's down on the field. We're going to talk to Kirsten in just a moment. But, EK, the Dodgers returned to Miami. The last time they were here, the last game played here, Shohei Ohtani made baseball history.
Yeah, we certainly saw some great baseball on that afternoon. Shohei Ohtani having one of the best days in baseball history at the plate. Why it separates itself from other great days, though, is because of the milestones that he checked off. The 50 home runs, the 50 stolen bases. And you know that he does nothing in small fashion, much like when he accomplished the 40-40. It was a walk-off grand slam.
So as we say hello to Kirsten Watson, yeah, 6 for 6 for Ohtani in that game, 5 extra base hits, but it wasn't his first moment in Miami.
Lone Depot Park might be Shohei Ohtani's favorite place. It's where they won the World Baseball Classic with Team Japan, where he struck out Mike Trout in that final at-bat. This place is so special for him, and even the guys have been teasing him about it all day, asking, remember what happened last year on September 19th? Remember when you went 6 for 6, the 50-50? And he even responded, he's like, a little bit. I kind of remember it. But the guys, they are just so excited for him to be back here. Even Dave Roberts was telling me his favorite moment from that game on September 19th was, it was the 50th home run, but it was how he looked back into the dugout, just sharing the moment with his teammates. So they're excited to see him back in the scene of the place, guys.
A special place indeed, Kirsten. But more recent history for Ohtani and the Dodgers. Good history against Sandy Alcantara, the Marlins ace. When they saw him at Dodger Stadium, EK, they took it to him.
Yeah, he was not the version of the Cy Young Award that he won a few years earlier. Was not good at all for all intents and purposes. And the Dodger offense just absolutely took to him. But they've been taking to everybody as of late. You see what they did in that series against the Marlins, outscored them 34-15. They went on to sweep the series. The offense has been rolling, and it continues as we get to Florida.
Jack Dreyer will open the game for the Dodgers, but Alcantara will throw out the first pitch to Shohei Ohtani when we come back on Sportsnet LA. 9-1-2 on the docket for the Dodgers in the top of the 5th inning. Pushed this 3-0 lead on the Marlins. First pitch to Heson Kim. He's in there for a strike. The 9th player to come from KBO in the posting system. 5th from the Kiwoom Heroes. First start in Major League Baseball. Flied out to right field in his first official plate appearance. And he takes one the other way, and Heson Kim has his first big league knock. An opposite field single off Sandy Alcantara. Welcome to the show.
Two real competitive at-bats so far against Sandy Alcantara. We saw that first one, a deep fly ball to right field. Does a nice job here where gets that pitch just running away. Doesn't try to do much more than just throw the barrel on it. Shoots it out to left field. Now a threat to run. I mean, you don't want to do it really with Shohei up, but man, when you got that kind of speed, wouldn't put it past him.
Series 14 for 14 in stolen base attempts, 13 of those down in OKC. 101 on Ohtani, and yeah, got to get that baseball. Two and one. There goes Kim. Here's the throw to second. He's safe and remains perfect on the bases. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Ohtani. Why don't go downstairs and get an update from Kirsten Watson.
Yeah, Steven, just a quick one on Teoscar Hernandez. The Dodgers have now announced that he left the game with left hamstring tightness.
Good, thank you, Kirsten. We'll get another look at Heson Kim taking off for second.
Well, we talked about him being a threat, especially when he got down there. Even with Shohei up at the plate, gave Shohei a strike, and then once there was 1 strike against him, all bets are off, and Kim off to the races.
Comet can fly. Now he's in scoring position for Ohtani. Still no outs in the top of the 5th on this 2-2. Alcantara misses low, and the count is now full. Kim on after his first hit in Major League Baseball to go with the ones he racked up in the KBO. Ohtani smokes the ball to right field. Does it stay up? It will. Second 2-run blast for the Dodgers today.
Well, I'll tell you, as hard as that thing was hit, if that wasn't going over the fence, it was going through the fence. 118 miles an hour off the bat.
mean, Jonathan making that catch in the bullpen. I think that everybody was happier for the catch by J. Herb. That's right.
Well, that's the bigger event right now. It's out there in the bullpen. And look at this. Look at this. Forget Shohei just went deep on 118 mile an hour.
Herb just caught it.
Yeah. Like, look at this.
Yeah!
So good.
Anyway, Jay.
Dude, you know you got to get Shohei to sign that thing, and that thing is going up on your mantle.
Yeah, honestly, that's a line out for Ohtani. That's not a homer. Jonathan caught it. Mookie will poke it to right center field. Myers will race in and make the catch. Kirsten Watson has some more.
Yeah, guys, it wasn't just Jonathan having an incredible celebration. Please watch Shohei as he turns around to Haesung, jumping for joy for him. You could just see this group. They love Haesung Kim so much, and they have such a special relationship. So for him to get his first big league hit, for them to be able to celebrate, nothing better, guys.
Not at all, Kirsten. That's the good stuff.
The Dodgers, they're back in the win column as they take the first of 3 against the Marlins in Miami. Took 7 pitchers for them to get it done. Ben Kasperius in a bulk inning role tonight was really good. We saw Shohei and Freddie both going deep. Nomar, but Haesung Kim in his first big league start has his first 2 hits, first RBI, even steals a bag.
Yeah, really exciting for him. Obviously, your very first game. Talk about the anxiety, the nerves, everything you were feeling. And you can see when he got that first hit how excited your teammates were for him. But nonetheless, I think as a whole, the offense really did an excellent job putting up the runs. The bottom part of the lineup combined 5 hits. The top of the part of the lineup combined for 5 hits, scoring some runs. It was huge to help the bullpen.
Absolutely. I just love seeing the joy from Kim getting his first base hit. And really, even more so, the dugout, how fired up they were for him. They welcomed him with open arms, and I thought that helped with their nerves, with their anxiety, to be able to play freely. You saw the speed. You saw the bat-to-ball skills. And also, Big Ben Kasperius was absolutely outstanding. I've been saying this on this show. He needs to be in the rotation. I'm tired of hearing him about build-up. He's built up. He had that little hiccup towards the end and ran out of gas, but other than that, he was absolutely outstanding.
All right, Dodgers have won 3 out of 4 to begin this a season-long 10-game road trip. We talked about Haesung Kim. Right now, he's standing by in Miami with Kirsten Watson.
Haesung, ahead of this game, you told me that you wanted to go out there and just contribute. The way that you did that tonight, just how special was this first start for you?
오늘 사전 인터뷰 때 그냥 나가서 기여를 하고 싶다 했었는데 오늘 그렇게 결과가 나왔어요. 오늘 경기 소감 어떠신지요?
말씀대로 다저스는 워낙 일단 강한 팀이라서 강한 팀에 제가 조금이라도 보탬이 되고 싶었는데 오늘은 그래도 좀 보탬이 된 것 같아서 기쁜 것 같습니다.
You know, our team is very strong team. We play really good baseball. I just wanted to contribute to the team, and then the result came out, so I think I really contribute today.
The results were excellent. You even picked up your first big league hit. How special is that moment? And can you describe to me just the feeling you had after getting that hit?
오늘 결과도 굉장했어요. 그래서 오늘 빅리그 첫 안타도 만들었고, 빅리그 첫 안타 만들고 난 그 순간의 기분이 어떠셨는지요?
일단 그 순간에 제가 선두 타자로 나갔기 때문에 무조건 살아나가야 된다는 생각을 하면서 또 뒤에 워낙에 또 강한 타자들이 다 있기 때문에 무조건 살아나가고 싶었는데 살아나가게 돼서 좀 기뻤던 것 같습니다.
Talking about that situation on that moment, I was the leadoff, so my mindset was, I gotta get on base because I'm behind there's a lot of great hitters, and unfortunately I got on base.
Yeah, and behind you was Shohei Ohtani, who was able to bring you home with that home run. We saw him celebrating you. Did he say anything to you, or just how exciting was it to have that moment with him?
그래서 뒤에 오타니 선수가 홈을 다행히 불러 들어줬어요. 홈런을 치면서 홈런 치고 들어와가지고 이렇게 같이 포옹해주고 세레모니 해줬는데 어떤 얘기를 해줬던 게 있었나요?
그냥 들어오자마자 홈런은 오타니 선수가 쳤는데 저한테 축하한다고 해주셔가지고 너무 기분 좋았던 것 같습니다.
You know, I was happy that he hit a home run, but he really say congratulations to me, so he was really happy for me.
He was happier for you than he was for his own home run with the game, or excuse me, with the ball, that first hit. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to give it to your family? Do you put it somewhere special?
그래서 오타니 선수는 그러니까 오타니 선수 홈런도 축하해줬던 거고 본인의 그 첫 안타도 같이 축하해줬었던 건데 그 아까 첫 안타 공 받았었는데 그거 어떻게 하실 건가요?
그거 이제 집에 잘 갖다 놔야죠. 제 야구하면서 좋은 추억이니까 잘 갖다 놔야 될 것 같습니다.
It will be very great memories to me, so I'm gonna keep it in my home. I will gonna safely send it to my home.
Son, congratulations on an unforgettable first start in the big leagues.
오늘 잊지 못할 첫 빅리그 선발 날이거든요. 축하드립니다. Thank you.
감사합니다.
Thank you.
I love that. His first major league start and immediately his first walk-off interview after the Dodgers beat the Miami Marlins. And we talked on the pregame show, guys, about how he would go out there and handle the nerves tonight. Yeah. And we talked on the pregame show how he is that Swiss Army knife that Dave Roberts loves to have. Yeah. And I don't know if you want to put him in a box necessarily and say, okay, you're going to be a starter or you're going to be a reliever. Just be able to use him however they please. And tonight it worked out really well for Ben Casparis and the Dodgers. Also, Shohei Ohtani, D-Train, Mike called shot tonight. He went deep. He's with Kirsten and the media.
Shohei, I have to imagine it's always special just being back here, but can you describe what it's like?
マイアミの思い出っていうのを振り返ってみてどう思ってますかと。
本当にいい思い出が多いかなとは。去年もそうでしたし WBC も含めて本当に好きな球場の一つなので、今日もいい試合だったなと思います。
Really good memories, just with the accomplishments last year and playing in the WBC. We had a really good game today as well. So just really, this is one of my favorite stadiums.
Of course, the offense got going, but to see a young player in Hae-sung Kim, obviously we saw you celebrating him, just to see a young player like him to have a breakout in his first career start, how special is it for someone?
初スタメンで、お祝いしているシーンがありましたけども、その喜びっていうのはどのぐらい感じてますか？
本人にとってはもう本当に特別な日だと思いますし、昨日も、得点にはつながらなかったですよね。本当に素晴らしい走塁も含めて、今日も素晴らしい活躍だったなと思います。
Just an amazing performance by Kim, really good, just overall, even yesterday as well. So I'm very happy for him.
The same agency. Did you have a chance to talk to him at all when he was going through his free agency process, just about what life in the majors was going to be like?
エージェントと同じでしたけども話す機会はありましたがオフシーズン、
同じ場所で練習してたのでたまたまですけどね、ドジャースは改装しててちょっと違う場所で練習しなきゃいけなかったので、僕もリハビリがあって、そこで練習することになってたので、たまたま、彼のフリーエージェント期間にこっちで練習してる時に同じところでは練習してましたね。
Yeah, I had the opportunity to, see him, actually work out with him at the same facility because we couldn't use Dodger Stadium, so I ended up working out and seeing him a lot during my rehab process during the off season.
That was the hardest hit ball you've had this season. Could you explain what it's like to hit a ball on the screws like that?
あんなに強くホームラン打ったっていうのはどう？
投げてるボールも強いので、その分跳ね返ったボールがいい角度で上がったのが強くなったのかなとは思うので、素晴らしいピッチャーから、この間のカードもそうでしたけど、いいところで打てたのは自信になるんじゃないかなと思います。
I'm sure the velo helped with my exit velo, and I was glad that I was able to do it again.
How impressive was Hae-sung Kim tonight?
He was great. I think the other night, him on the bases shows his kind of fearlessness. And for him to come in here and throw out a knock, get a couple hits, and play good defense, it was just really exciting. And he just does add that spark to our ball club.
Maybe just jump into this and sort of feel like he could play free and easy right away for you guys.
I think part of it is he was one of the better players in the KBO. I think when you're elite at whatever level, there's a certain confidence that you have, and he just has that, and he's just not afraid, which is good.
Have you seen how he's kind of developed his relationship with Shohei? I know obviously Shohei made sure to celebrate the moment with him after that home run.
You know what? I think that, with Shohei, but I honestly think that everyone loves Hae-sung Kim. Everyone does. So everyone's pulling for him. Everyone's happy. He's just a great teammate.
いかがでしたでしょうか。このチャンネルでは日本人メジャーリーガーなどを中心に野球情報をお届けしています。この動画が良かったら高評価、チャンネル登録をよろしくお願いいたします。今回も最後までご覧いただきありがとうございました。それではまた次の動画でお会いしましょう。